LQ News, your daily dose of Chinese entertainment and celebrity buzz. Legend of the Female General pivots into its sharpest stretch yet with the previews for episodes 31-34, where personal reckoning, court politics, and a messy love triangle finally collide in daylight. The momentum starts at home, He Yan's first battlefield in this story, and spills into the Imperial Hall and the festival-lit streets, proving the series can move from steel to silk without losing force. Episode 31-32 previews promise a confrontation that has been loading since the pilot. He Yan returns to the He residence not as a cast-off daughter but as a strategist who has learned how to choose her ground. The framing is intimate and brutal, no grand orchestral swell, just the chill of a threshold crossed and the knowledge that the people who should have guarded her chose to gamble her life instead. Her father and brother, especially the brother whose ambition keeps outpacing his competence, reach for the same old playbook: deny, deflect, double down. But the script finally tilts the balance. When a second attempt on her life fails and the would-be architect of her downfall can even rise to continue the act, it doesn't read as revenge porn, it reads as justice catching up. In a beautiful, almost paradoxical counterpoint, Madam He takes the long route to see her daughter as He Yan leaves the Zhou estate. The detour matters. It signals a maternal instinct that has been suffocated by household etiquette and male calculation. The scene doesn't redeem the family, it acknowledges a bond that refused to die even when the house tried to starve it. Female General is at its best when it allows tenderness to exist beside sharp edges, and this moment, quiet, unadvertised, lets the show breathe. The public reckoning follows. At a court banquet built on ceremony and performance, He Yan does the least performative thing possible: she names crimes. No rhetorical fog, no coy dancing around the point, just a clear presentation of charges, starting with identity fraud and the long trail of substitutions that nearly cost her future a name. The camera knows to stay near her face rather than the gilded ceiling, because the crown in this sequence isn't on the throne, it's the steadiness in her eyes. While she argues the case, Xiao Jue, at home, sharpens a sword and waits. It's a romantic image, yes, but it's also thematic symmetry. She hones arguments, he hones steel. Their partnership has always been two kinds of precision meeting in the middle. Cheng plays Xiao Jue as a man who trusts the woman he loves enough to let her lead, and that choice pays dividends. Waiting is not passivity here, it is discipline. Zhou Yu's He Yan, meanwhile, turns righteous anger into craft. She is not a sermon, she is a brief, polished, human, devastating. Together they make resolve look elegant rather than icy, and the show resists the easy move of turning competence into vanity. Episodes 33-34 shift the fight to gender and reputation. Courtiers congratulate Chu Zhao on his rise, then pivot to disparage He Yan for stepping into a space traditionally reserved for men. The hypocrisy is delivered with the airy smugness of people who have never paid for their mistakes. What rescues the sequence from being merely didactic is the staging. He Yan keeps walking. Chu Zhao counters the chorus, not to save her but to match her pace, signaling a man who admires the storm he could command. He tries for celebration by way of shared food, a sweet, human bid to be part of her victory. And then Xiao Jue cuts in with the ease of someone who has nothing left to prove, speaking in the grammar of the one line, a battlefield. The triangle is no longer a whisper, it's a protocol clash with feelings attached. The Lantern Festival ties a bow on the emotional geometry. Lanterns blur the city into a soft-edged dream, and in that halo He Yan and Xiao Jue finally claim a kiss that the narrative has been earning rather than teasing. It's not a conquest, it's an answer. Chu Zhao sees it and breaks in the only place pride allows, at home, alone, insisting that certainty is an illusion that can be willed away. The show offers him neither ridicule nor rescue. It lets hope sputter out on screen, which is its own kind of mercy. What gives these previews bite is the balance. The series honors procedure, investigations, petitions, the slow mechanics of state, without sacrificing romance, and it treats romance as a form of courage rather than a prize. Costuming keeps up the conversation, court robes as armor, streetwear as release, festival silk as permission to be simply human. Direction favors hands and glances over declarations, trusting the actors to carry voltage in the small moves. Zhou builds a heroine who refuses both martyrdom and cynicism. Cheng deepens the lead who knows that strength includes waiting, listening, and stepping forward only when it matters. And Chu Zhao, restless, decent, wounded, becomes the necessary lesson that admiration is not the same as destiny. If the episodes deliver on what the previews promise, Legend of the Female General is about to lock in its thesis. Justice is a craft, love is a choice, and a woman who can argue before a throne can also choose the hand she wants to hold beneath the sky of lanterns. Thanks for watching El Cupa's News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.